Convergence Family Camp meeting. The Convergence is bringing together all kinds of ministers, ministries, believers, and guess what? From children all the way to their grandfathers. And the camp meeting for many years has been always a great blessing. For those young people and their parents and older people that have attended the camp meeting, they always know that it is life-changing. It's a time of fellowship and staying in one place until the presence of God changes and transforms our lives. This is an appeal for all Life Church families, wherever in the world. We always must come together. And this December 9th to 13th, that's a Tuesday afternoon all the way to Saturday morning, we are coming together, the Maasai group of schools here in Kenya. If you're out of the country, make plans to travel. If you are in the farthest part of Kenya, make plans to travel. We are coming together. And listen, the people in the Apostolic House and the people in the city and those who are nearby, listen, December we're going to move out of our houses. We're going to camp together. Listen, there is a generation of people you need to connect with. The younger connect with the older mentor and coach the young, and spending time together is going to be a great opportunity. We're going to emphasize on 3 key words: friendship, fruitfulness, functionality. That is in the Gospel of John chapter 15 verses 14 all the way to 17, and this is going to be amazing. Of course, we are bringing together leaders, West Africa, from Netherlands, from America, from here Kenya, and a couple of places. Listen, it is only 1,500 for the adults. For the children and teens who are between 7 years and 13 years, you're going to pay 1,000. Of course, it costs much more than that, but we're going to supplement by asking the camp attendees and members of the churches across the country to also contribute to the major budgets of the camp. From the Apostolic House, welcome to the camp meeting 2025. God bless you.
This family camp is open to the whole body of Christ.
Elevate TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Good morning, this is Elevate Television. My name is Moses Miruri, and this is the Wednesday edition. And welcome, because this day is an amazing conversation that we'll be having in this place, and we are ready to, to just go into it. But before we that, we have the drill. You know the drill. The link is already out on Facebook, on YouTube. And remember this, if you have not liked our socials, please do that so that you can get the prompts as early as possible. So please, let's go on and send the link. Everybody has it. Send it to all, let me send mine also. Send it to your friends. Sometimes send it to your WhatsApp groups. Of course, not the office one. Send it to your friends, and the Lord will bless you. There you go. Mine has been sent. And we are ready for our conversation today. And today we are delving into the artificial intelligence conversation that we've not been having for a long time. And consider this: we are living in one of the most transformative times, in our generation, when we are no longer talking about the future. The future is here with us. And the other day we asked ourselves, are we going to be replaced by AI? But that's no longer the conversation. The conversation is, can we be able to quickly not only learn, but to be able to align our lives with this technology so that we can pursue the future in the best possible ways. So today my conversation is not alone. I have a great person in this place, a man that has been in this conversation for a while, a man who has been studying, a man that has been in the field, and he is here today and he's the only guy we can tell to give us much of this. Karibu. My friend, this is Elevate.
Thank you.
Mr. Njero.
Yes, yes.
Karibu. I want you to look at that camera and introduce yourself, then we can pick up there.
All right. Thank you very much, Moses, for having me today. And my name is Daniel Njero. I am an educator. I've been in education sector for, this is like 13th year now.
Yes.
Progressively, and we keep on learning every single day. So I've been in education sector for some time, and of course my area of training is in technology, for right from the first degree all the way up. Currently I am a PhD candidate at USIU Africa. Taking information systems and technology, but also I am a lecturer at Daystar University, where I teach computer science in the computer science department in the School of Science, Engineering and Health. Yeah, so I'm very excited to be here and have a conversation.
This is your forte, this is your area. Just as you begin, the digital revolution, or what we can call, let's even call it the AI revolution, is here with us.
Yes.
I mean, describe it.
Wow. Let me just begin by saying this is not a buzzword anymore. It's not a threat anymore. This is something that is here with us. It's going to be here for a very long time. In fact, the World Economic Forum, in a report they released this year, they were talking of over 80 million jobs being displaced. And another 97 million jobs being created.
Amazing.
So what that tells us is there is a need for us to tap into AI if we are to really be able to survive. But just coming back to the question that you are asking, what is AI? AI, of course, artificial intelligence, and it's basically us being able to mimic what any human being can do, helping us to get to a level where we can actually do exactly what a human being is doing, and of course training the machines to be able to do that. And what we are seeing is, I think it was in 2022, November, when mainstreaming of generative AI was done. And when that happened, there was a shift, a major shift. In fact, the first company, which is OpenAI, that was able to get this breakthrough, within a month, ChatGPT had over 100 million subscribers, you can imagine. So I must say that this is not something that is gonna go away. It's gonna be here with us. But also it's now for us not to be displaced. It's for us to see how do we work with AI as we move along.
Amazing. Yeah. So does that change? Now you said in the academic sector, eh?
Yes.
That means digital literacy has to change. It's no longer the old thing we were doing. Meaning, and before even I go there, the digital literacy, the institutions that are teaching, are they changing their curriculum in that speed?
Now,
okay, you don't have to talk to anyone.
Yes, I hear you. And
yes.
One of the things I would say that even at policy level we need to change is within the Kenyan context, Commission for University Education would require you to review a curriculum after one cycle, which means it's 4 years, because a cycle would go for 4 years.
Wow.
So if it's a bachelor's degree curriculum, they would expect that you review that curriculum within a cycle, after one cycle, which is 4 years. And honestly speaking, by the time a student joins in first year, and by the time they are leaving, what they learned in first year is all phased out. It's a whole new world altogether. So we are seeing the need for us, even at policy level, to be able to look at how do we move with the pace that the disruptive technologies are moving with. And that way, we will actually remain relevant, but also we'll be able to train people in a relevant way. Coming back to digital skills, and you asked a very, very important question, Moses. The question of, do we continue to train the same digital skills that we have been training? And the big answer is no, honestly. We can't continue to, we can't remain the same, yeah? And so it's getting to a place where even, leave alone a first year in the university student, talk of a grade 4 student when they are being introduced to computer studies in that class. They actually need to be talked to about AI.
Yes.
And see the need for them to start not really being, addicted or things like that into AI, but actually being able to see the value that they can tap from AI.
You've talked 3 things, I think, in points.
Yes.
First of all, relevance. You talked something about relevance, I mean, just to be relevant. And then secondly, you've said something about children. I'll give you an example somewhere. There's is it a nephew? We were somewhere and we were discussing something, and then he was asked a question. So he seemed like he did not, he seemed like he didn't have an answer, but he had an answer somewhere. So he quickly went to his tablet. I saw him check, then come out and say, in fact, he gave such an answer like a grown-up, Then I said, okay. So I checked and I saw the guy is on AI. He's asking, and getting the answers that are coming out. And so with that already, my mind went a bit wild. I thought about the human creative aspect, as much as we talk about relevance. But then again, on this other side, the how do we train this boy to think? Because already his mind is set up, he has a gadget. And he walks along with it. Everywhere he goes, he has a gadget. So you ask him something, you ask him about football, the scores he's checking. He's always there. And this is a grade, I think grade 6.
Okay. I hear you. And those are some of the issues that I honestly want to agree with you that we need to address. We are seeing the need for us to get even the learners to the place where they can be able to conceptualize the things that they are doing. Let me give you an example that many of the people today that are using AI, they haven't been able to get it right in terms of how do you structure your thoughts even when you are prompting an AI tool. And probably in this conversation we'll be talking about just a little bit about prompt engineering, for example. And so we wouldn't want to get to a place where we leave out the creativity of human being, but we need to get these learners to the place where their thoughts are provoked to really think, but also they see AI as a tool to speed up the process of what they do, so that when you're getting into an AI tool, you're looking for a structure, you're looking for something to organize your thoughts, you're looking for something to speed up your work, but you actually know what you do. You are an expert in what you're doing, you understand what you do, and when you're prompting an AI, you're also an AI tool, you're prompting an AI tool from a place of understanding as well, not just ignorance, and you want it to give you whatever comes and you pick it as the absolute truth. Yeah.
Amazing. When you think about it, and you talked about prompt engineering, because we're going to look at tools, these tools. When we, sometimes they are general, these AI tools. And I want you to talk from a layman. This is a guy, a layman, a child who never went to school, but they are using these things. So what are some of the key, tell me, Moses, you've not been to a tech school. What are some of these kind of basic tools you need to have your hands on quickly?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, wow, there are so many.
There are so many.
There are so many.
And they are coming out daily.
Every day.
They are being turned out daily.
Yes, every day. And let's start just from the basics. Yeah. A while back, we were having a conversation with an executive driver, someone who is a driver to an executive, a CEO of an organization in Uganda. And the conversation was just around, so how can AI help me as a driver? And I'm driving my boss. How can AI help me? And it's amazing that AI has come and it can help such a person.
Amazing.
Let me give you an example. Google Assistant. It's an AI tool. With Google Assistant, you can install that in your phone, and you can just be telling your phone without necessarily leaving the steering wheel. Just tell Google, hi Google, can you give me the best route that I can use to get to Kasarani this morning, considering the traffic in Nairobi, and it will actually direct you without necessarily having to. You can also connect that with a Bluetooth or with a screen within your car and all that. Yeah. So that would be one. Talk about tools like Google Travel. It would help you to just prompt and ask the question of, I'll be taking my boss to Mombasa and Diani. Just give me the hotels that are available within this region, and give me the rates that I would be able to get the best hotel within this proximity from the venue where I will be, and all that. And that gives you exactly what you're looking for.
Amazing.
And that's just one use case. You can imagine, talk about an executive assistant or a secretary within an institution or a company. Yeah, there are many AI tools they can use. I'll give you an example of an AI tool like 𝗓𝗓_AI, which is a companion that you can use for online meetings.
Wow.
And it just does transcriptions of the discussions that are happening within a meeting. And with that, you can prompt another AI tool like ChatGPT, 𝗏𝗏𝗃, or others. And those AI tools can help you to format the minutes in the way that you want. And Moses, if you allow me, I will be very careful to actually
so deeply.
to actually share also some very insightful thoughts about prompt engineering.
Yes.
I don't know if you want us to go there.
Yeah, we're going, because now the tools we are here, the challenge is now the usage, because that means the prompting.
Yes.
We need to learn how to prompt them, because I think that's where now the crux of the matter is.
Yes.
The ability to be able to prompt accurately and get what you are looking for, other than just going round and round. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And I want to believe that that's one of the places where many of us are getting it wrong. You can imagine the effort it would take you for you to format minutes from conversations that you took on a notebook to take you hours. Then why wouldn't I use like 15 minutes of my time to structure a prompt in the best way possible, so that I've been saved 45 minutes of drafting minutes by just creating a perfect prompt that I'm going to prompt to an AI tool. So there is what we call a perfect prompting formula that you can use. And this is from this context. One is you need to provide the tool with the contexts. So just say, for example, I am a chief of staff from Communication Authority of Kenya. You know, a context of who you are, just a bit of understanding to get it to understand the context in which you're operating in. Then you need to give specific information. Give very detailed, specific information. So I'm a chief of staff from Communication Commission of Kenya, and I am looking at, you know, developing, let's say, creating a report that shows projections of maybe our quarterly report or something. So specific information. And then you need to state the goal or the intent. Why are you prompting this? Yeah. So if, for example, I'm a lecturer, and I would say, yeah, I am a lecturer at Daystar University, and I would like to create or structure a report, a concept note that I'm going to use in a conference, and the conference is on this and this, and the main reason for this report is that I'm going to share with this and these people. And then lastly is you also need to provide the response format that you expect this AI tool to give you.
Amazing.
So that if it's a tabulated format, or if you're looking for a prose format, or if you're looking for this and this, you provide that. If you give those four things with accuracy, you get a very, very accurate output.
If I got you right, I need to provide is it
the context?
The context.
Yes.
Then I need to provide
the specific information.
Specific information.
Yeah.
And then
the intent.
The intention.
Or the goal.
The goal.
And then you need to give now the response format.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you
Amazing.
expect. Yeah.
So with those four, if you master those four areas,
yes,
you'll be able to use tools without much, not hassle, but much problem.
Yes,
because
and that now would cut across different AI tools. That each and every AI tool, you need to provide that with for you to get what exactly you are looking for.
Amazing. Yeah. So, wow, you've managed to break it down very easily. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I call. That's what you can call mastering. How
yes,
to use the AI tools, because
yes,
I think that gives it very, 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 very accurate, very accurate weight. Because I was wondering, when people say you need to know how to, and when you put that word engineering, prompt engineering,
it seems like rocket science.
Now you're taking me to another school, and I've heard that over and over again. So I was wondering now, do I now need to go to another school to learn prompting, or do I need, what is this? Because it has to be in a way that that I can be able to user-friendly, because you see, like now, normal people may get into these tools. They don't have time to go to school. In fact, I realize some people are even, they have come to make life better, to me, if you ask me, because I'm able to do some things very quickly. Do research, especially research. Research is easier and faster, and be able to get information from different sources and structure it into one report, and you're able to go through now, read the report knowing that it's well thought out. But you see, if I'm not able to know how to use it, I may still go wrong. Talk about the accuracy of information that comes from these tools.
Now, when we began, and particularly in this case, of course, AI has been there since 1950s, and it has been there for a very long time, and it has evolved with time. But talking of November 2022, when the major breakthrough came out to the public, we didn't have quite good accuracy level from the what we call the large language models. So large language models would be like ChatGPT and Gemini and all those tools that we're using. And the reason is also because these models were trained using static, if I may call it, data. So mining data and subjecting the model to particular data. And so even the relevance or the current data was missing in those models. But that changed, and that changed when we had now these large language models also leveraging the World Wide Web, where data from the internet is also integrated with the large language models. So to answer your question, I would say the level of accuracy is amazing today in terms of what we get. I have prompted, I want to learn about augmented reality, for example, and I have prompted an AI tool to give me journal articles that have been written in that area with absolute accuracy. I'm able to get so many journal articles, and when I actually check them, I see for sure these articles are published. They are accurate, they are authentic articles. So it goes back to, the accuracy also goes back to the prompting. How do we prompt? Yeah, how do we prompt? But I would say to very high level, there is, we have been able to perfect that. Of course, we can't downplay that there are models that have hallucinations, okay? Where you find that what you asked for is not what you're getting from the output that you get. So there's a bit of hallucinations that come, but that is an issue that significantly is being handled by now the integration of large language models using a World Wide Web, or tapping into the data that is there in the World Wide Web. So it would be like just the way you would prompt Google search engine. Yeah, you are tapping into even the search engine's data when you prompt a ChatGPT model.
You know, ChatGPT has become like the only thing in our minds, yet there are thousands. But I think it's the way they have been able to position and market themselves quickly. And I think they've done well. When you talk about information, and we are talking, today we have a lot of what we call, to not put it in a nutshell, is data protection. So when it comes to that kind of thing, the ethics that are involved and the protection that is there, what would you say? Because I know to a higher level, there's a lot of protection of data. And especially, even nations have their own data protection policies. You as a, as a real user of these tools, what would you say about that integrity?
Now, the place of data protection also, I would say on one side, it boils down to us as individuals. On one side, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I know much of privacy violations that we're seeing today are emanating from us as individuals. How we share data, what we share, to who we share with, and all that. But on the other side, there is regulations that we need to introduce. If you look at the Kenya AI strategy, it's a 2025-2030 strategy that was launched this year in March. They are talking about data governance and data sovereignty. And the whole idea is, how can a Kenyan be safe online even as they use these large language models, but also how can we as a state be able to protect some of those mission critical data that we are using within organizations. So there is a place of us as individuals to take responsibility, because we are also seeing AI models that are not censored. Which we need to be very careful about. So there is a place of us taking responsibility, but also there is a place of the nation also being able to put boundaries that can guard and protect us. That's why we have Data Protection Act of 2019, and that is cutting across in other states here in Africa. Uganda has Data Protection Act of 2022. So we are seeing the need for us to put the boundaries that allows or that states the extent to which these AI models can be able to utilize our data.
A question, now most of those what you call state efforts, you hear Data Protection Act of 2022, Data Protection Act of 2021. We're in 2025. And I tell you, like you said, things are coming out daily. And as we look at that, but as we come back, that's one of the things I would want you to look at, because if the protection dates back, and today what I have is does not fall under that, are we really working that way? So we are coming back after the break. We'll be reading your comments as we begin to wind up. But remember this, you can ask anything here. This man is in academia, so he's a good teacher. See you after the break.
Okay, thanks.
Explore a world of knowledge at Elevation Bookshop. Dive into topics like marriage, money, and spiritual growth with our vast reading materials. But that's not all. We are thrilled to introduce new additions like stationeries, notebooks, modeling clay, dictionaries, pencils, kamusi, and more. And calling all students, gear up for success with our back-to-school items, providing you with everything you need to excel in every subject. At Elevation Bookshop, we're here to assist you in finding the perfect resources for your journey. Do you have specific preferences or looking for something special? Visit us at Kenya Cinema Plaza, mezzanine floor, or contact us on 0748 902 225. Elevation Bookshop. Enrich your life.
Life Church International, the Apostolic House, is taking a bold step of faith, introducing the Infinity Eastern Bypass Land Project, our mission to secure land for God's house, a place where generations will be transformed. To encourage your support, Apostle David Juma is giving a powerful gift, his transformational book, Restructuring Your Money. With every gift of only 2,000 Kenyan shillings, you receive this life-changing book, personally autographed by Apostle David, and you sow into a legacy of faith. Partner with us, possess the land, build God's house. The time is now.
Welcome back, and we are in the conversation of AI tools, mastering the tools and being able to use them and integrate them in your work and in your life as you work out. And some of you online are interesting. I can see you, Rachel Maina from 𝗧𝗏. She's watching from 𝗧𝗏. She's saying I'm locked from 𝗧𝗏. Japheth Mursi. AI is no longer a buzzword anymore. Well put. Yeah. And then he says we have now people called prompt engineers. Yes. So we are talking about, we were discussing something before we went off. What did we say? It was
the regulations.
The regulations. We are dealing with the regulations. We were looking at the backdated acts. These acts, they are back years. Now we are like 3 years ahead. What is included in that act? Can it take care of what is there today?
I would say, honestly, that's an area that we need to work on, even as a country and across board. Because 1 year is too long. 1 year is too long for someone to say that this works, leave alone 5 years. Yeah. So I would say it's an area of improvement. Just as the very same thing I talked about with Commission for University Education and how the regulations around reviewing of curriculum to remain relevant. Because, for example, if currently World Economic Forum is talking of 44% of employees require reskilling even by this year. Yeah, 44%. It's a big one. So you expect that we need a regulatory framework that works for the season that we are in, and that is dynamic enough to be able to accommodate the disruptive technologies we are seeing.
Amazing. Yeah. We are still talking about mastering AI tools, and I want us to be a bit practical now. Yeah. There's a bit practical on how to practical ways to master these tools or be able to work with these tools. Just practical ways for a layman.
Okay. The best way I look at this is mostly different use cases, because there are different AI tools that would help you to perform different tasks in different use cases that you have. So let me give you an example of, I am a corporate learning and development manager in a renowned multinational organization. And I would like to perform a quick survey of the needs, the training needs that are there within our organization. So the big question would be, so what are the AI tools that I can use to assist me in having that? And a quick one that comes to my mind is Mentimeter, for example. Mentimeter would help me to, with one prompt, to create a whole survey to be distributed to the entire organization, members of the organization, with one prompt. I'm talking of just writing.
The way you are bringing it out is like a doctor. The way a doctor looks at you, listens to you, says, you need an antihistamine. you're prescribing so quickly.
So Mentimeter would help, and the amazing thing is it would also create for you a visualization dashboard that on real time you are able to see the responses that are coming in and what people are saying, who is saying what, in a very amazing, dashboard. Yeah. So that's maybe for a corporate training. Of course, you can use tools like Copilot to be able to create a training program. For such a training, you can be able to now use Google Workspace, which has so many AI tools like Gemini, to help you in even calendar management, scheduling, the calendar, inviting people, writing emails and formatting the emails that you are inviting people for such a training. So that's just one use case. If I turn on the other side and just talk about, let's say, executive assistant who is managing an office somewhere, and they need tools that they can be able to use, maybe to skyrocket or to just make their work a bit easy. Some of the tools that come to my mind is they can be able to use tools like let me give you an example of a research tool. For example, there is an amazing tool I've used before called 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, yeah? And 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the concept of rabbit is jumping, yeah?
Yes.
So it's able to jump you from an idea that you have in your mind to getting all the information that is out there. So an executive assistant trying to curate maybe a workshop presentation for their boss, or a speech that they want to be able to give, to present in a conference, they can do research very easily. And that also applies to academicians like us. If I'm an academician and I want to do research, tools like connectedpapers.com would help me to see in one graphical representation all the papers that have been written in a particular subject matter.
Wow.
And that helps me to, instead of getting fragmented tools that, you know, every now and then I'm looking for this content, I'm looking for this, in one graphical representation I'm able to see who has written in the area of research, the area of interest that I have in my research. And I am able to know, do I have enough literature? Are there gaps in literature? I can pull content there, use tools like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I am able to do critical analysis of the data or the journal articles that have been written to see what are the gaps, or chat PDF. There is a tool called chat PDF to help me maybe pick different PDF documents, upload them somewhere and question them, ask them. So I'm looking for specific research recommendations and areas for further research that are stated in these documents. And I'm able to get a well curated feedback that can inform areas that I can use for further research. And so the way I'm seeing this is in two ways. One, look at your use case. What is the use case that you want to amplify your work using AI tool? But also on the other side, look at how you can combine. Because I think one of the major challenges that I would want even our audiences to note is many people are using just one AI tool.
Yeah.
But there is possibility that the output of one tool becomes the input of another. And if you learn how to master how to combine different tools, it makes your work a bit easy. So you get this, you put it here, you pick this, you put it here, and by the time you are done, you have a whole new output.
Yeah.
Different from what you even prompted in the first place.
Wow. I think it's better. I would want to listen to you every day. So, the number of tools out there are so many, and they're coming out by day. Let me just ask you what you call off the hook. How do I know which tool to use? How do I know? Because I may not know that there's a tool like that. You know, I'm used to these two tools here. How do I know there's a new tool that can do the same thing?
Just on a light note,
and I'm not a doctor.
On a light note, I'll say there is there's an ad that has been running on YouTube saying, disappear for 28 days and become the most dangerous person in the world.
Yes, I've seen that one.
Yeah, so
You disappear. Eh?
so sometimes I think what I found useful is every day I just check online, and the more I check, the more I realize even the tool that I was using before is not efficient as another one that has come up. But also to tell you, many of the tools that we've used previously, they have augmented their workflows using AI. So I'll tell you, like, my first encounter with Mentimeter, which I just talked about used in trainings, was back in 2013 or thereabout. But they didn't have AI in it. But now when AI came, now the entire process they were having is now powered by AI. So it's also okay for you to go back to that tool you know, or that tool you've used before, and check, is there an AI part of it? I teach web scripting, and some of the courses that I teach are on web development. Yeah, this day there is AI tools like 𝗏𝗏𝗏 that you can prompt, and you get a full website, yeah, created for you. Yeah, so there are tools that we've used before, and probably they were not powered by AI, and now they are, which we need to go back and relearn how to use AI in those tools. But there are also tools, like you said, every single day that are coming up, that there is no option around it. We just have to keep mastering new tools, new ways of doing things. And even in the competence-based curriculum, we talk about one of the skills that our kids need to have is learning how to learn. Yeah.
Yes, learning how to learn.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something about local innovations in regard to AI tools.
Yeah.
Because at the challenges that the ones that are in the front line are very, we can use that word, foreign. But do we have local, and are we continuing to see local tools coming up? And I know you are part of some of those development communities that are on, that are developing new technology. And I want you to put something into that.
Thank you for that question. And first, I want to say one of the greatest things that I celebrate about Kenya is the brilliant minds that we have in this country. We are yet to tap to the potential of the young people. Sometimes we actually underrate what our young people can do. And I've seen great minds. I've seen, in the space of education, I've seen talented students who are doing amazing stuff. So there is a lot of innovations that we have at 𝗏𝗏𝗏 University. Currently, we are in the process of organizing a hackathon on AI, which is going to bring the entire East Africa together, both the policymakers, the industry, the education sector, and bring them together in a discussion of how can we commercialize the AI innovations that we are seeing among young people. So I would say, without maybe preempting, there are many AI innovations that I've seen with students. But where the gap is, and that's where probably even the government needs to come in, is how do we move this from just a desktop idea that a student have to actually a full-fledged product that can be used by the Kenyan people. Because I've seen innovations around how to curb illegal mines, for example. Yes, by a student. I've seen innovations around how to automate the entire process of recruitment and use AI, that if I want a job, I'll just prompt, I'm looking for an executive director's job in Kenya. And AI tool is able to search all the job opportunities and give you. And then you prompt, can you apply this job for me? It curates a resume that is relevant to what exactly that job description is, and an application letter, and sends. And on the other side, the employer is actually given an opportunity where they can be able to see, based on this application, so who is well versed.
So on the other side, they are using tools.
They are using the same tool on the other side as an employer. And they are able to shortlist or get a long list of the people that now they can call in for an interview. So there is all that, and I think what we need is just to tap to the potential of the young people, and also provide platforms that these young people are given an opportunity to showcase what they have without feeling threatened that someone is going to steal my idea.
This is Kenya. We think like that. Some karaoke is watching you from Nairobi.
Okay.
Good work. As we look at local content, content, we can call it content or productions or technology. I know there are many labs right now currently that are out there working hard day and night, and these labs, who funds them and how do they run, and should we encourage more, and should we see more of this if we are going to bring up local technology?
Yeah, in the recent past with some young people that I've been working with, we've been having a conversation on, there's a concept that it started as a meme, but I just realized, wait, it's actually a true thing. So it started as a meme which was saying Mzungu as a service. And Mzungu as a service was a concept that for your innovation to be able to break through, you need a co-founder who is a Mzungu. Otherwise, no one is going to listen to you. So in terms of funding, I am getting convinced beyond reasonable doubts that we have enough resources within the Kenyan context. Right now we have the AI summit that is happening at 𝗏𝑠𝑠.
By the way, when is that?
It's actually
on right now.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I saw the banner.
Yes. So, and when you look at the people that this is bringing together, it's unfortunate that within the Kenyan space, we are actually relying on grants from outside there. And I'm just wondering, why would it be so difficult for us to say, we will build our own, so that the young people are given an opportunity to build. And when you introduce a seed funding, or you introduce a venture capitalist, you are introducing them to a full-fledged product. It's not introducing them to an idea. You're introducing them to tell them, finance this full-fledged product with that has actually been valued, a product that is already valued in millions and all that. So the place where innovation labs needs to come very strongly is, let's get the idea, let's move that idea to what we call in tech design thinking. We are able to ideate around this idea, and we are helping this young person to ideate around the idea, and then we move that to an MVP, and this is basically a minimum viable product, a product that we can say this meets, just is able to solve a problem. And then now, if we are to bring the accelerator labs, we are bringing them to an existing MVP. Because the moment we bring an accelerator lab to an idea, we get it wrong. Because now this person, you deny them the power that they would otherwise have around a concept that they actually processed through. And a concept, trust me, they are the ones to build. It's not the person funding who is going to build it. They are the ones to build. So we deny them the opportunity to own fully that patent, that idea, that product, and that now makes us, ultimately, we find we had a good product, we had a good idea, We had a good, a solution provided by a Kenyan, but at the tail end, that solution is taken by someone from out there. Oh. And they run with it, and this person is forgotten that this was their brainchild, and becomes very unfortunate for our young people. So I believe in the potential of young people, and I believe that this country has all the resources we need to actually support our young people. And where funding is needed from outside there, let it come at the place where we already have an MVP, that someone has a product working, functional, that they can actually be able to now accelerate that to the next level.
Are you saying now we need to begin to see tech investors, people move from the famous land to tech investing?
Absolutely, Moses. I think we have, and it's a conversation we were having yesterday. Yesterday I had a meeting with someone from Russia, and I was just listening to him around the tech ideas that he has, and the boot camps he wants to organize in Kenya to just tap into the potential of Kenya. And I was wondering, wait, I wish the young people and even the country itself, this is someone all the way from Russia, and he's seeing that I can tap into this potential. But there is someone here in Kenya who has all the millions,
yes,
lying as dead capital. I'm sorry to say that.
It's true. It's
true. Lying as dead capital. And yet you can just say, I am tapping into this young person, I'm going to fund you and support you and work with you. And it will take very short time to actually have a return on investment.
It's very sad because I'll be going for a launch this weekend.
Yeah.
A very important, a very nice product. Yeah. That product has suffered for the last 7 years because nobody wants to fund it.
Yes.
And that young man has struggled.
Yeah.
Until the last moment. Now is when people have discovered this thing is going to be big. Now they want to come all over around him. So he's even confused, and he told me, no, where I've come, I think, let me run, where I will need a funding, I'll go at that. I will not be going for funding, I'll be going for partnerships now.
Yeah.
Because he has suffered, and the guy is brilliant. He has come up with one of the, I don't know what to say. Yeah. It's something big.
That's a huge gap, Moses. If you ask me, even, let's not even say this is something that the government needs to resolve. No, let's say this is actually a call to every individual investor here in Kenya. Let's look at these young people and see that actually we can invest in the ideas. And you can risk, that's the very same way you risk and buy some land in 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and you are not very sure about that title deed. Yeah. The very same way you can risk with this young person and say, I'm going to work with you. And ultimately you might find that, who knows, yeah, we are able to get that idea to the next level.
Jero, as we begin to close, because we have to close. I know you have a busy schedule, but also we have to close. Yeah. Tell me, I want you to begin to describe in short ways what kind of person ought we to be then with this frontier we are in. What kind of person should I be?
There is a concept that is going out there. Maybe it's about time we start introducing it in the global south, because global north has gotten it right. The concept of agentic workforce.
Wow, agentic workforce.
Agentic workforce. And agentic workforce is whereby they are saying that by 2030, more than 40% is actually going to be agentic workforce, and 60% is going to be human workforce. Now, agentic workforce is whereby we look at a business process and then we create an AI solution that is able to automate that business process. And so what we need is Moses to come in and work with this AI solution or work with this agent within your workflow to execute your mandate as a person. So where we are seeing ourselves going, and that's where this is a clarion call for everyone, is we need to get to a place where we get comfortable with AI tools. Because the future will require you to work with an agent.
Yes.
Wherever you are, it will require you to know how do you work with this agent, how do you work with this tool, so that you augment the business processes or you fasten the process.
Okay.
So that's where we are going, and so the call is for each one of us to have the basic understanding of how to use AI tools.
Amazing.
To be able to survive even in the industry, if not to thrive. Yeah.
J.Ru, let me ask you something, because I ask people who sit there every time.
Yeah.
I will get calls today, or text, or WhatsApp calls, or text, and they'll ask me, can I get in touch with that person, or can I? And they always ask, does he offer mentorship or apprenticeship? So I want to ask you that question.
Thank you very much. And I'll say to our viewers, yes, I am reachable. I am, like I said, I am working at 𝗏𝗏 University. So at 𝗏𝗏 University, we are setting up a center for training on AI, cybersecurity, and data science.
Amazing.
And our key goal is actually to target the professionals, people in the professional world, so that they are reskilled in the new era of AI. They are reskilled to be able to work with AI. So I'm available at 𝗏𝗏. On LinkedIn, I'm very active on LinkedIn. So if you search Daniel J.Ru on LinkedIn, you'll be able to find me. Where else? Yeah, I think LinkedIn would give you a better understanding.
I want you to look at that camera, and I want to give you a parting shot.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody out there, a call? In Swahili, tunasema mwito.
Thank you very much. And to our viewers, I really appreciate that you could find time to be with us today. And mine is to charge you that wherever you are, in whichever space you are in, whoever you are, whichever work and business processes you run, you need AI. And so I would invite you into the space of getting back to relearning and unlearning and reskilling and upskilling yourself in the world where AI is not going to be it's not going anywhere. It's going to be here with us for a very long time. So I call you into that, and we are here to support you. If you need any help, we are here to retrain people and to reskill people, and that's what we have been called to do. So thank you very much for being with us.
Well, I cannot add. I can only say he said it all, and I think the best thing you can do is re-listen. This message will be on YouTube, and also you can reach out on LinkedIn to him, and even on Elevate Television, we can get directly to him. See you next time as we look into the future. Remember, this time, the future is here with us. See you next time.